Steve Jobs once said he was immensely jealous of Alexander the Great for having Aristotle as a mentor. He dreamed of a future where anyone could interact with the wisdom of great thinkers, not just read their words. In 1985, Jobs predicted that technology would one day let us have a conversation with Aristotle, asking him questions and getting answers, as if he were alive today. That vision, nearly realized with today's AI, shows how deeply Jobs valued not just information, but dialogue, understanding, and the pursuit of wisdom. This dream wasn't just about technology, it was about living the kind of life Aristotle described, a life of purpose, virtue, and flourishing. Jobs didn't want Apple to be just a company that made computers. He wanted it to help people realize their potential, to empower creativity, and to change the world. That's Aristotle's idea of eudaimonia, true human flourishing, applied to the modern age. Jobs' relentless pursuit of excellence also echoes Aristotle's concept of virtue. For Aristotle, virtue is about developing habits of excellence and striving to be your best self. Jobs was famous for his obsession with detail, his demand for perfection, and his refusal to settle for good enough. He insisted that Apple products be not only functional, but beautiful and intuitive, believing that excellence in work reflects excellence in character. But Aristotle also taught the importance of balance, the golden mean between extremes. Jobs' journey was about learning that balance. Early in his career, he was intense and demanding, sometimes to a fault. But after setbacks, including being fired from Apple, he matured. When he returned, he brought a new sense of balance, focusing not just on products but on people and the culture of innovation. Aristotle believed that wisdom was practical, not just theoretical. Jobs showed practical wisdom, phronesis in his decisions, like launching the Apple Store when others doubted him, or trusting his vision for the iPhone despite skepticism. These choices shaped industries and changed how people interact with technology. Finally, both Aristotle and Jobs believed that the good life is lived in community. For Aristotle, true excellence means contributing to the common good. Jobs saw Apple as a community of creators and dreamers, and he wanted his work to inspire others to think different and pursue their own excellence. Today, with AI and digital assistants, we're closer than ever to Jobs' vision of bringing Aristotle into our daily lives. But the deeper lesson is timeless. Strive for purpose, pursue excellence, seek balance, and use your gifts to help others flourish. That's the wisdom of Aristotle, lived out in the story of Steve Jobs. And it is a challenge for all of us to turn knowledge into action, and action into a life well lived.